Animated series. Our dignitaries, panelists present here who have beautifully answered the questions. And then again, the floor is open for the question answer round with the media. So yes, I request you all to kindly please make sure that you, yes, introduce yourself, your name, your publication, and then please keep your questions about the series. So we have our helpers here who will hand over the microphone to you. Okay, yes, we have
here it
somebody
is.
there.
Yeah, here. Rajamouli garu, look at me, please. Prabhu here. I am Prabhu from Suman TV. Sir, I have one question, one compliment, one complaint, and one question. Let me start with my compliment. తెలుగు జాతి ఒకటి ఉందని చెప్పినవాడు నందమూరి తారక రామారావు గారు అయితే తెలుగు సినిమా ఒకటి ఉందని ప్రపంచానికి చెప్పిన వ్యక్తిగా రాజమౌళి గారు ఈజ్ నౌ బీయింగ్ రికగ్నైజ్డ్ అండ్ హీఈస్ బీయింగ్ హైలైటెడ్. దీనికి మీరు ఎలా రియాక్ట్ అవుతారు అనేది నా సెకండ్ ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం. నెక్స్ట్, మీరు సినిమా కెరీర్ స్టార్ట్ చేసిన దగ్గర నుంచి స్టూడెంట్ నెంబర్ నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా ద మీడియా హీస్ బీయింగ్ వెరీ వెరీ లవ్లీ అండ్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ టు యూ అండ్ యూ ఆర్ ఆల్సో పేయింగ్ ద సేమ్. బట్ టుడే మీతో సినిమా తీయాలంటే ప్రొడ్యూసర్ 4 years 5 years వెయిట్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. బట్ టుడే ద మీడియా వెయిటెడ్ ఫర్ యూ ఫర్ 5 hours సిన్స్ 1 o'clock టు స్టిల్ నౌ. Is the reason but because of the miscommunication or because of you have given a wrong program or we are given a wrong program? I don't know what is that. That I want a small clarification from you, please. And next, మీరు ఇందాక మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు ఒకటి అన్నారు, యానిమేషన్ అనేటువంటిది జపాన్లో కానీ చైనాలో కానీ డెవలప్ అయినంతగా ఇండియాలో డెవలప్ అవ్వలేదు. బట్ దిస్ ఐ హోప్ దట్ దిస్ సిరీస్ విల్ క్యారీ దట్ టు ద ఎంటైర్ వరల్డ్ అని చెప్పారు. డూ యూ రియల్లీ what is believe or are confident that this series will take it to the Indian cinema, Indian animation to the next level? దాని మీద మీకున్న కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఏంటి?
ఫస్ట్ దానికి థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. సెకండ్
దానికి సింపుల్ థ్యాంక్స్ కొంచెం చెప్పండి సార్.
సెకండ్
కొంచెం చెప్పండి.
సెకండ్ దానికి ఐ వాజ్ గివెన్ టైమ్ at 5:30.
యు ఆర్ గివెన్ 5:30. దెన్ you are given time at 5:30, but 5:30, we are set at 1:30, sir.
Sorry, I don't know.
I don't know. It is.
So I given 5:30. I was here at 5:30.
ఎందుకంటే but we had a wonderful time with him all these years. ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఆయన మా టైం తీసేయలేదు.
Sir, he has no idea about it, sir, and he's already apologized for it. So if you can
no apologize, sir. Please apologize అదంతా వద్దు సార్. Just we want to know how the press meets are being organized, and I want to make it a point that it should not happen.
Definitely, sir. It is noted, and yes.
ఏంటి ఎపిసోడ్ చూడటం కాదు.
All right. Can we move forward to the yes. We have a next question. If you can please stand up and
Rajamouli garu.
మీ పేరు ఏంటి చెప్పండి and introduce yourself.
Tarak from NTV.
Publication పేరు కూడా చెప్పండి.
Tarak from NTV, sir. Sir. యాక్చువల్లీ బాహుబలి అనేది తెలుగు వాళ్ళకి ఒక సినిమా కాదు సార్. ఇట్స్ ఎన్ ఎమోషన్. అంటే దాదాపు 9 yearsగా మేము ఫీల్ అవుతున్న ఒక ఎమోషన్. ఇట్స్ అవర్ ప్రైడ్ అనమాట. యాక్చువల్గా ఇండియా పాకిస్తాన్ క్రికెట్ మ్యాచ్ వస్తే 6 గంటలు దాని కోసం వెయిట్ చేస్తాం. బాహుబలి 1 and 2 వేస్తే మళ్ళీ 6 గంటలు కూర్చొని చూస్తాం. ఈ రెండింటికి మేము 6 గంటలు అనేది చూస్తాం. మిగతా దేనికి కూడా టీవీ ముందు 6 గంటలు కూర్చోవడం అనేది ఇంపాసిబుల్. అయితే మాకు 9 సంవత్సరాలుగా కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయింది ఏంటంటే ప్రతి క్యారెక్టర్ వాళ్ళ వాయిస్ ఇవి బాగా ఇదైపోయినాయి. ఈ సిరీస్లో మేము అబ్జర్వ్ చేసింది ఏంటంటే సార్, హానెస్ట్గా చెప్తున్నాను, మిగతా క్యారెక్టర్స్ అన్నీ ఓకే, కానీ మెయిన్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ అయిన కట్టప్ప అండ్ బాహుబలి ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళవి మాత్రం కొంచెం ఫేస్ కట్స్ కూడా కొంచెం డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేసినట్టు అనిపించింది సార్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే ఆ బాహుబలి క్యారెక్టర్లో మీకు బాగా ఇష్టమైన ధోని గారి పోలికలు కొన్ని కనిపించినాయి మాకు. అది కావాలని చేస్తారా, ఇంటెన్షనల్గా చేస్తారా, ఎలా జరిగింది సార్ అది?
లేదు, ఇంటెన్షన్ ఏం లేదండి. ప్రాబ్లీ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు ద క్రియేటర్స్ వాళ్ళు క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు నాకులాగే ఆ క్రియేటర్కి కూడా ధోని అంటే చాలా ఇష్టమేమో. సో మనకి ఇష్టమైన వాళ్ళు తెలిసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళని అనుకరించడం ఆటోమేటిక్గా జరిగిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. ప్రాబబ్లీ దట్స్ హౌ దే డిడ్ ఇట్. యువర్ ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ వాజ్ ఓకే. ద వాయిస్ ఇస్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ద సేమ్ అండి. ఇందాక చెప్పినట్టు వీ హ్యావ్ ఫర్ ఎ ఫ్రాంచైజ్ టు కంటిన్యూ బియాండ్ అస్. మన తర్వాత కూడా అవి ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలంటే మన ఈగోని మన ప్రేమని రెండింటిని కూడా కొంచెం పక్కకి వెనక్కి లాక్కొని వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ ఇట్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ క్రియేటర్స్. So that's a conscious decision to do that, to give the voices, the direction, the story writing for others, to feel the soul of the film, but not take anything from it, but just carry it forward. That is the reason.
సార్ అయితే యాక్చువల్గా ఇందా మీరు ఒక మాట అన్నారు, అంటే ఫస్ట్ నేను నా చేతుల్లో నుంచి స్టోరీ కానీ ఏది వెళ్ళకూడదు అనుకున్నాను, బట్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఐ రియలైజ్డ్ అని చెప్పారు. అంటే మహేష్ బాబు గారి స్టోరీకి సైమల్టేనియస్గా డిస్కషన్స్ జరగడం వలన అది ఇవ్వాల్సి వచ్చిందా,
లేదంటే ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ 9 years, even before RRR. 9 years ముందు నుంచి. It's not just about animation. I'm talking about all other platforms that the Baahubali is going to go forward. It's not just the animated series. Baahubali world is going to expand into many other media, వేరే మీడియాలో కూడా రాబోతుంది. బట్ దిస్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద ప్లాట్ఫామ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ దట్. అందుకని జస్ట్ దీని గురించి చెప్తున్నాను అంతే.
సార్ అయితే మాకు కంక్లూజన్లో కూడా చిన్న కన్ఫ్యూజన్ పెట్టారు సార్.
Yes, sir. Let's just stick to one question because there's so many people who have questions. Please, one question each. Can we move on to the person behind?
Last question, sir.
Dear Rajamouli garu, sir.
Yes, please, everybody. Sir, there is one person from that time he wants to ask a question.
I have a question for Gaurav. My name is Akshay. I'm from INS Newswire.
Mic close, please.
My question is for Gaurav, that to envision Baahubali as a series and to bring it to the medium of OTT, how challenging it was for you and for the team overall?
No, thank you. So I think it was challenging because when we had started work on this, no animation series had really connected for huge audiences on a streaming platform or even as a film or on TV. So, you know, as part of Disney, we run a lot of channels which have a lot of animation running on it, but all of those are made outside of our country. They're made in Japan, they're made in America. They aren't really very many amazing examples of which use our heritage, our storytelling traditions, and the quality of animators who are Indian and are building things here. So I think that is something that had not happened. So we had to take and buy into the belief that Sharad had that, you know, this could become mainstream in India. And I think we've had an incredible journey over the last 6-7 years of really talking about this, building this out, and Legend of Hanuman first. We've had 3 amazing series on that. And now hopefully with Baahubali, and Legend will come back soon. We are now building a tradition which is strongly anchored in India's myths, Indian storytelling, and all through animation. So I think it's a revolution that has truly started. We're hopeful that gathers pace.
Rajamouli garu, good evening and.
No, I would just add one thing that, you know, in doing this, we also, the big thing to know when a franchise is as successful as this, a world as successful as this has been created and touched so many people, is that we've seen, you know, outside, obviously, of India, we've seen many examples, whether it's Star Wars or the Marvel Universe, where they can take those characters and expand stories of them. But every medium is thought of very differently. And when we went to explore this in series, we would obviously think of it for animation in that series differently than, obviously, you know, as Rajamouli sir was doing it for film, would be a very different exercise. So as we think about it in all platforms, the goal is that this should add something that I feel is a deeper connection for fans of the universe. Millions of fans all over the world hopefully will be able to see this show and find new areas of the story to go deeper down the rabbit hole, and the same feeling with some of those great characters. But understandably, it is a different medium, and in series, it's also thought of differently how we craft that story. So a lot of that was really thought through from day one. Yeah.
Gaurav sir, Vishal from ABP News. कैसे हैं सर आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ.
सर मेरा एक सवाल था कि जिस तरह से OTT अब करियर में आगे बढ़ते चला जा रहा है, आने वाले 5 सालों में टीवी का फ्यूचर आप क्या देखते हैं सर?
आप ABP न्यूज़ से हैं?
जी सर.
मैंने अपने करियर में काफ़ी साल वहाँ पर बिताए हैं और आज भी मैं स्टार टीवी नेटवर्क का हिस्सा हूँ. तो हिंदुस्तान में एक बहुत अमेजिंग चीज़ है कि अलग अलग तरह के मीडियम हमारे देश में अभी भी ग्रो कर रहे हैं. हम आज यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारे साथ राजामौली सर हैं जिन्होंने बाहुबली जैसी फिल्म बनाई, उसके बाद उन्होंने RRR बनाई. इस तरह का बॉक्स ऑफिस उससे पहले कभी देखा नहीं गया. और जिस दिन भी ये लोग डिसाइड करें कि वो बाहुबली 3 बनाएंगे, वो पहले दिन शायद वो सारे रिकॉर्ड पहले दिन ही तोड़ देंगे. सो अगर हम पश्चिमी देशों की बात करें तो वहाँ पर लोग अक्सर सोचते हैं कि यार सिनेमा का डिक्लाइन हो रहा है, और अगर हम डेटा देखें शायद सच भी है, बॉक्स ऑफिस कलेक्शंस कम हो रहे हैं। वही चीज़ हमने देखा है वहाँ के टेलीविज़न नेटवर्क्स के साथ भी, वो कहानी हो रही है। तो ये बात वेस्ट में डेफिनेटली हो रही है, लेकिन इसका कुछ अनुभव इंडिया में हो रहा है ऐसा कोई परिणाम अभी तक दिखता नहीं है। हमने पिछले साल देखा जवान जैसी फिल्म आई जिसमें कि शाहरुख खान साहब ने पहली बार एक तमिल डायरेक्टर के साथ काम किया, और शाहरुख खान और एटली ने मिलकर पहले दिन का जो बॉक्स ऑफिस हिंदी में लिया वो भी बहुत बड़ा था। सो अगर हम टीवी की बात करें, राइट, मेरा एक बड़ा सौभाग्य है कि मैं स्टार प्लस की प्रोग्रामिंग देखता हूँ। उसमें अनुपमा जैसा शो जिसको कि हर साल लगभग 200 मिलियन लोग देखते हैं, उस तरह का शो तो पिछले 5 साल में उससे पहले बना ही नहीं है। तो अगर अच्छा कंटेंट बनता है, चाहे वो फिल्मों में बने, चाहे वो टेलीविज़न में बने, या वो स्ट्रीमिंग में बने, उसके लिए बहुत मौका है और बहुत बड़े मार्केट्स हैं जो खुल रहे हैं। हिंदुस्तान में अगर आप देखेंगे तो जितने लोग टेलीविज़न देखते हैं वो संख्या लगभग 700 मिलियन है, राइट, और डिजिटल जो स्ट्रीमिंग की आप बात कर रहे हैं वो नंबर 450 मिलियन है। सो टेलीविज़न का जो रीच है वो अभी भी बहुत बड़ा है, और हमारे देश में अभी लगभग 1 बिलियन लोग वोट देने वाले हैं, राइट। तो कितना बड़ी और ऑडियंस है जो ना अभी टीवी पर है ना स्ट्रीमिंग पर है, तो उतना ज़्यादा ग्रोथ अभी भी आगे होना, वो देखना, वो अभी भी पॉसिबल है, और वो होगा अगले 10 सालों के अंदर होगा।
Rajamouli garu, sir.
Okay.
You made us really proud. అసలు ఆస్కార్ అనేది పక్కన పెడితే ఐ హ్యావ్ సీన్ హండ్రెడ్స్ ఆఫ్ వీడియోస్ అమెరికన్స్ RRR అనే సినిమాని ఎలా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారు అని చూస్తే ఇప్పటికే అదంతా ఒక సరియల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ కింద, ఒక డ్రీమ్ కింద అనిపిస్తుంది. గిలుకుని చూసుకోలేము ఇప్పుడు కూడా. అసలు నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చే ఒక ఇండియన్ సినిమా ఎప్పుడు అలాంటి ఫీట్ ఆస్కార్ ఎవరన్నా రాగలదేమో ఐ డోంట్ నో, కానీ అసలు ఒక అమెరికన్స్కి ఇంత అపీలింగ్గా ఒక ఫిలిం డ్రైవింగ్ దెమ్ క్రేజీ అనే ఫిలింని ఎవరు డెలివరీ చేయగలరో కూడా తెలియదు. వీఆర్ వెరీ గ్రేట్ఫుల్ టు యూ ఫర్ దట్. అండ్ ఒకే ఒక క్వశ్చన్, దెర్ ఈస్ లాడ్ ఆఫ్ డిస్కషన్. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఇప్పటిదాకా మీరు అడ్రస్ చేయలేదు. దెర్ ఈజ్ ఒక హీరోకి ఎక్కువ చేశారు, ఒక హీరోకి తక్కువ చేశారు అని చెప్పి సోషల్ మీడియాలో దెర్ ఈజ్ వైడ్ స్ప్రెడ్ డిస్కషన్ చాన్నాళ్ళ వరకు. అది వన్స్ ఫర్ ఆల్ అది మీరు క్లియర్ చేస్తే
లెట్స్ నాట్ ఎట్ ఆల్ అ ప్లాట్ఫామ్, నాట్ ఎట్ ఆల్ అ సందర్భం, ఏది కాదు.
Rajamouli
Sir,
garu.
can I
One minute,
yes,
Rajamouli
we'll relate
garu. Sir,
to the questions pertaining to the series only, my dear friends.
Sir, Rajamouli garu.
Only please to the series Baahubali Crown of Blood only.
Sir,
only to the animated series.
Sir, Rajamouli garu.
All right, yes.
Rajamouli
Yeah,
garu.
if you can please get up and yeah.
Sir, Rajamouli garu.
1 minute after me. Chief editor of Hit TV. This is absolutely about this animation work with regard to the film. See, you have 100%, there is nothing to really appreciate you that has been worshipped by whole the world in whichever the language it was released. And the crowds have really were drawn to the theaters in throngs, in madness, exactly to say. Now, the animation work is being created now. And the magic that you created on celluloid has been really appreciated and really enjoyed by one and all across the globe. Will you believe that the same animation work today will really sustain the same magical interest that you created in film?
Okay, I'll explain, Andy. We all know Baahubali is
Please, sir, start.
okay. Let me explain, and we all know Baahubali is the biggest hit
Biggest.
in the
Widely watched.
in the industry. And if you just take India, we have like 140 crore population. Let's say about 120 crore people go to films and watch.
Yes, sir.
The number of tickets that were sold for the biggest film ever in the country is 10 crores.
Okay.
Of 120 crore people, the tickets sold were 10 crores. So there are 110 crore people who
Who have
didn't
not
watch the
witnessed it.
film in theaters. So just look at the numbers. Of course, many of them might have watched on television, on OTT, and all the other stuff. But what I'm saying is, we live in the world of films. So we think everything is film watching. We think every audience are film watching audience. But that is not true. People like storytelling entertainment. మనకందరికీ మన చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి సినిమాల్లో బతికాం కాబట్టి సినిమా ఒక్కటే మేజర్ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇండియాలో సినిమా ఇస్ స్టిల్ మేజర్, బట్ ఐఎమ్ స్టిల్ టెలింగ్ దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ 10 crore people of 120 crores. So others need, there are other people who get that storytelling entertainment from books, from novels, from comics, from games, and different kind of watching. There are people who watch only anime. Here in Hyderabad, I can tell you so many people who don't watch regular films. They watch only Japanese anime. There are people who watch only animation, Western animation, or Disney. One of the most popular animation. There are different kinds of people in different areas who get that storytelling entertainment in different ways. The idea of Baahubali is to touch all those people, not just film going people.
All the spectrums.
We are, yes, all the spectrum of people in all this thing. And in that aspect, that people who are really interested in animation had a long time longing, why are producers not making quality animation that we want? Why it is only just cartoon, 2D children's cartoon? Why are we not getting a high quality 2D animation? There is 2D animation, there is 3D animation, there is different anime. Japanese anime is different. There are different spectrums in that. Andurlo, there are a lot of fans who want 2D animation in India to develop, and this is for them, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to resonate within the audience.
My point is, when you made Baahubali, you were sure enough or shrewd enough, you have cut the film into 2 parts with a brilliant climax for the first part. That is where you could really balance the interest or that gripping moment in the film. What my question is, that has really geared up the interest for the second part, right? So what my point is, will really this kind of animation work will really repeat that magic of gripping intensity?
Exactly. And see, audience తో ఎలాగా రియాక్ట్ అవుతారు అనేది ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా వీ కెన్ నెవర్ టెల్. బట్ వీఆర్ స్టిల్ థింకింగ్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ ఫిల్మ్ గ్లాసెస్. వీఆర్ స్టిల్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ 2 parts. First part, there is a cliffhanger ending. Why Katappa killed Baahubali? That geared up the second part. Then there is this kind of action sequences. This is the songs. We are still talking in terms of putting our film glasses on watching. I'm talking from the animation point of view. Animation doesn't work like that. There is no one part or second part. That's what it is. No, there is a season that comes and people watch it as a season. Definitely there will be a cliffhanger ending for the season. And even if you choose in 2 episodes, the ending, I don't know whether we can talk that about it now. Just bringing Katappa and Baahubali face to face each other in an arena is a brilliant thought. For the people who love the animation storytelling, that's a brilliant thought. Of course, they can watch the episode 3 immediately, but I'm pretty sure that we are going to get a much more compelling cliffhanger ending at the season episode 9.
Shobhugar.
Yes,
Nine
so for
episodes.
the climax,
9
please
episodes.
watch 17th May on Disney Plus Hotstar. Right now we have, yes, another...
Can I request
Sir,
one thing?
Shobhugar.
Can I request one thing? Can you please keep your phones on silent mode? It's
Shobhugar.
really disturbing for everyone.
Yes, everybody, please, if you can...
Rajmouli garu.
Sir,
This is
Shobhugar.
Aina
Place your
from Instant
mobile phones on the
Bollywood.
silent mode. And
Shobhugar.
Yes.
Sir, Rajamouli garu.
Shobhugar.
Yeah, your mic is on. The mic
Hello.
is on, right?
So my question to you is, to Rajamouli sir, that did the entire concept and the new characters come to you when during the franchise of Baahubali, or was it when you saw the audience reaction, the love towards it, that inculcated the thought that we could do something like this for Baahubali Crown of Blood?
Not the entire characters, but please sit. Not the entire characters, but we knew where we can expand the stories. We have, see, this is not exactly a prequel. This happens right in the middle of the film. Right in the middle of film where we had a chance, where we can split the story into 2 and insert sequences or stories where they can continue, and constantly you'll be reminded of what happened in the story that you know of. And this will generate the interest that is going on the present film. Of course, we didn't create the entire story, but we created spaces. We know where there were spaces where we could expand upon. All those things we discussed with Sharath before starting. We talked about prequels. We talked about in between where we can expand the story. We talked about post Baahubali, what can happen. We talked about different scenarios and picked up the best one.
Shobhu garu.
All right,
question.
we have a lady up. Yeah.
Sir, Shobhu garu.
Sir,
Please, let's give chance
Sir,
to
sir.
everybody, sir. There's a lady who wants to ask since long time. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Namita Suchdev from Punjab Kesari. How are you all? And thank you, congratulations. And first of all, not only you, Sharad, everyone here from Bombay and Delhi especially. We all were shivering and we all could not believe that we are meeting Sir Rajamouli. So a big round of applause for all of you guys. Thank you so much for bringing the energy back. And my question goes to you, Gaurav. Since we have seen Disney Plus Hotstar collaborating with visionary filmmakers, collaborating with Sir Rajamouli is yet another bigger one. So congratulations for that. But my question is, why did it take so much time for you guys to do that?
Not for lack of trying. I have to tell you a story. I think
That's nice.
so. I think before I am a curator of content, I am a film buff. And when I saw Baahubali and I left the hall, I was just, enchanted. I was hit by something that I had never seen before. I did not believe that a movie could emotionally grip me, stun me, the way that Baahubali had. And through a friend, I got an opportunity to connect with Prasad, their partner, and rang up and said, you know what, I work for Star TV, and I just want an opportunity to come and meet with you, to just understand what you have done, and just to learn from you. And hopefully, one day I get an opportunity to collaborate. So 8 years ago, I made a pilgrimage to the city of Hyderabad to meet with both of them. I sat in their office, and they were generous enough to, talk to me, and we ended up spending an hour and a half talking about their stories from the film. And Sir taught me some lessons about marketing that I have never forgotten, but I'm not executing them, because one of the questions I had for him was, what gave him the guts to think of a budget of the scale that was needed to get created? And he was like, yeah, it was completely insane, because it was apparently 3 times the box office of the biggest hit that had ever been made in Telugu cinema till that point. Of course, it had been made by him. And he was like, the budget here was 3 times. So I was like, wow, that is like super, super risky. And both of them took that risk, and they believed in the idea and the script. And I was like, but how did you know you're going to get this money? And he was like, no, I told them that if we can't get this money, then I'm not making this script. I'll write something else. So I think that was such an amazing lesson for a young person, not living and breathing this air, to how much belief and confidence and ambition you must have with your best ideas. And then I think he tricked me. So he asked me, saying, so now you know the budget, the production budget and all of that. How much do you think we spend marketing this film? So I said, well, you sound quite crazy to me, so maybe you spend 100 crores. How do I know? So he had a laugh, and he said, no, actually, we spent 0. So I said, what do you mean 0? So he said, yeah, we actually didn't spend a single rupee marketing it, because all the money that we could find, we had put into the film. And there was no money left to market it. So we just made a trailer, and we dropped it on social media. And we knew that journalists like you would probably take interest, because it was being made by him. And that's all the marketing that happened. So I said, are you serious? Did you really not do anything? He said, yeah, we didn't do anything. So I said, what do you mean you didn't do anything? You didn't run any spots. He said, we ran no spots. I said, no posters. He said, no posters. I said, you didn't even, so he said, I did not even do a press event. Yeah, so isn't that right, sir? You can compliment me on my memory. So I think it isn't for lack of trying, but when you are talking about the one filmmaker that everybody in the world is chasing, you should be prepared to wait. And like all of us as fans are waiting for what he will do next after RRR. All of us at Disney, Hotstar, at Star are just fans of his, and this is hopefully an incredible way, very unique, novel way to start, because I think one place where all our energies met, whether it is Sharad and his passion to do something new and amazing with animation, where it's Rajamouli sir and Arka and the kind of films that they have made, not just Baahubali, they have always taken what is the convention and aimed to break it, right? And I think that's what we are also really proud of doing at Star. I remember 10, 11 years ago, we wanted to do a talk show. And that talk show would talk about, you know, really serious issues like female infanticide, right? And we did that with Amir Khan. And it was called Satyamev Jayate. And it was very, very expensive to do because we wanted it to be detailed. We wanted it to be researched. We wanted it, you know, we had not learned the marketing lesson from Rajamouli sir, so we spent a lot of money marketing that show. And, you know, Satyamev Jayate in some ways is something that we are equally really proud of, right? Many years later, I actually met Sharad at a TED conference because I was there to convince TED, a global organization, to do a first ever TV series with a mainstream company. They had not done it anywhere in the world, right? And that created TED Talks, and we had 3 amazing seasons of that. So I think one of the most amazing things that gets creativity going, and honestly that gets business going, is when you aim to break things and break old conventions and try and do things and create things that haven't been created before. And I think that is what the spirit of Baahubali is all about.
Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Gaurav there, not only has he spilled the beans, shared the secrets, but sir, you've also motivated us. So thank you so much for that. Yes, moving forward to you, and then we also have one, yes, you are the 2 last, Yera, the reporters, and please make it quick. Yeah.
That's, and we're redoing that, Andy, for several reasons. That will be discussed separately, not here. Yeah, thank you.
రాజమౌళి గారు ఇక్కడ
But it will come.
యాక్చువల్లీ నేను ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాను, దాని తర్వాత వాళ్ళు అడుగుతారు. అయితే ఫస్ట్ బాహుబలి ఏదైతే ఉందో ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ కట్టప్ ఎందుకు చంపాడు అనేది అందరిలో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఉండిపోయింది. అంటే కొన్ని ఇయర్స్ పాటు సెకండ్ పార్ట్ వచ్చే వరకు కూడా. ఇప్పుడు ఈ సిరీస్ చూసిన తర్వాత యానిమేషన్లో బాహుబలి లాంటి ఒక మంచి స్టోరీని రాజమౌళి గారే కిల్ చేసినట్లు అనిపించింది. అంటే బాహుబలి అందరికీ కూడా ఆ 2 పార్ట్స్ అనేవి ఒక ఎమోషన్. బట్ ఇది చూసిన తర్వాత ఆ స్టోరీలో వచ్చిన చేంజెస్ యాక్సెప్టబుల్గా అనిపించట్లేదు. వాళ్ళ వాయిస్ కావచ్చు, ఫేసెస్ కావచ్చు. సో దాన్ని మీకు మీరుగానే కిల్ చేసినట్లు అనిపించింది.
అనుకోవట్లేదండి, బట్ విల్ వెయిట్ అండ్ సీ. I still say that you are still watching with the film glasses. Let's see, let the animation glasses come on.
Yes.
Rajamouli sir.
Sir, please, we have another one
Rajamouli
waiting
sir.
for a long time.
Just one question. Sir.
Please go ahead.
Hi,
That's
sir.
the last question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, sir. So, sir, like
hello,
you pointed
can you hear
out,
me?
animation.
Okay.
So, like you pointed out, the medium of animation hasn't really gone beyond, you know, the children's genre in India. Let's hope this changes that. Whereas in the West, we have seen filmmakers like even Spielberg, Brad Bird, even, you know, Bong Joon-ho is actually making a feature-length animation film. And so you are quite notorious for, you know, pouring in efforts to achieve striking imagery, right? As a fan, I want to know, is this medium something that fascinates you to, you know, bring the worlds in your mind to the screen? Have you given a thought? Are you open to embracing this medium?
Yes, absolutely, and it's been on my mind for a very, very long time. And my way of working is like, as I keep making films, I keep learning things which will enable me to venture into newer areas in my forthcoming films. Not just my films, rather whichever people I associate with, whichever people I talk to, I try to learn things which will help me go forward. So I have a thought of, not just thought of, for a long time I nurtured the thought of making an animation film. And whether it's the Ega that I made, a small part which is animated, or when I am associating with Sharad and Hotstar, all those things are for me to learn how these things are working. So it helps me develop my tools, develop my skills to make a film one day.
Rajamouli garu.
Yes,
sir.
Please, if you can make your questions also to Mr. Sharad Kelkar here. We have, Shobhu Garu also. Please, if your questions are related
Sir, Shobhu
to
garu,
the series.
Shobhu garu and Rajamouli garu, బాహుబలికి ఒక సపరేట్ లాయల్ బేస్ ఉంది, ఫ్యాన్ బేస్. సో గేమ్ ఆఫ్ థ్రోన్స్ లాగా ఈ క్రౌన్ ఆఫ్ బ్లడ్ ఈ సిరీస్ని ఏమైనా కంటిన్యూ చేస్తారా? సో గేమ్ ఆఫ్ థ్రోన్స్కి సపరేట్ బేస్ ఉంది సార్. సో అలా బాహుబలి.
No, that's what we are saying, and this is just one part of the whole wheel. There are many aspects of Baahubali that will continue, and animation. This series itself will continue, but there are other aspects, other ways in which it will continue. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sir. Sir, Rajamouli.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
I have a question. Zillion times, and you are really the pride of India. Thank you so much for giving.
Films, especially Disney films like Let It Be, The Lion King, Aladdin, all those films that came in the 80s and 90s, which is the time that I watched animation films. And I remember watching those films with halls full of audience, cheering, clapping, laughing, enjoying it like any other mass masala movie that we watch. So I think the audience are there for animation films. It is just that the inability of us, the filmmakers, to come out with good animation content, and also the ability to make this connection. If you have seen Magadira, how the connection happens between Kajal and Ram Charan, right? That magical connection has to happen. It hasn't come closer. The moment it comes, I think it is like a floodgates that open, and there will be like tons and tons of content that will be created and devoured, I would say, I'll use the word, by the audiences. I think the audience are there. I think the intent is there. I think it is just that one magical connection that needs to happen. And I'm hoping they started. Many people will be surprised to know, with Disney Hotstar having so much of content, variety of content in so many languages, the biggest show is an animation film, Legend of Hanuman. I didn't know that. I was pleasantly surprised. That's a great thing. So the connection started happening. I think Crown of Blood will take it forward, and soon we'll find that magical connection. Thank you.
Yes, the connection will grow deep.
One in between. So that's been the incredible honor of my life to be able to work with you, sir. So thank you, and to have this support of Shobhu.
Good evening. This is Komal Panchal from Indian Express. Mr. Rajamouli, my question is for you. So Gaurav just shared some very interesting bits about his meeting with you, and how you said that there were you would put zero amount on marketing by dropping a beautiful trailer, and we still remember that. In those 9 years, from the time Baahubali first came to taking RRR globally and promoting it on a very big way, how much do you think your promotional schemes have evolved, and the way you take films abroad and make it so big? Even today, the way we are promoting this animation series, how much do you think your financial decisions have evolved?
I mean, I don't involve financially in any which way. But first thing is I don't think high of myself. I don't think low of myself. If my next project is coming out, I don't assume everyone will be waiting for it. At the same time, I don't think I'm a nobody. I try to get into the right frame of mind, and I'm always eager to look for newer audiences. So how can I reach to the newer audiences, and how can I make them come and watch my movie? How can I rake the interest in them? That is the only thought that drives the entire publicity campaign. When we said that we spent zero budget on Baahubali, that means, yes, we didn't buy any slots, we didn't pay any papers or websites to to put up the posters or anything like that. But we did a lot of homework for that. We created so many videos. We created digital posters internally as a part of the within our team itself. We created the digital posters. We released the characters. We released the making videos. So we did a lot of thing. Shobhu can explain a lot of it, how we did it. So there is a lot of publicity happened, but thing is we didn't spend money to do it. We just used our brains and time to do it. So each film is different, each product is different, and how you market it differs from product to product. But at the base of it, we constantly strive to bring in, how can I bring in newer audiences to get interested in this product? That drives the whole publicity campaign.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be concluding this question answer session with the press and media. Thank you so much. And then again, we'll have a photo opportunity session now. Yes, we have to seal this memory for the pages of history in the book of Mahishmati with a photo opportunity. So let's get going with that. Yes, we'll first have a group picture of the dignitaries, and then it will be a solo of Rajamouli Garu.